Today we'll introduce two very classic and high-frequency applications of the Flux2 Klein model: face or head replacement and generative image outpainting. In my previous related episode, I showed how face swapping was done with Quinn ImageEdit 2509 by painting solid color over facial areas to block the original image. Now with Flux2 Klein, both face replacement and image expansion have reached a whole new level. Part 1, using Klein 9B and draw things for face or head replacement. Face swapping with Klein 9B feels fundamentally different from previous methods. This model truly shows what intelligence means. In earlier workflows with Queen 2509 or 2511, we had to manually paint over the face to remove interference from the original image before swapping. With Flux2 Klein, that step is no longer necessary. You simply place the original image on the canvas, put the reference face image in the mood board, and write a prompt like, "Replace the face with the face from picture 2. Keep the facial features the same while adapting lighting and angle to the background environment." Chinese or English both work. That's all. The model performs the swap directly, producing natural results. What's impressive is that the model doesn't always follow instructions rigidly. Instead, it makes smart decisions. Sometimes it replaces only the face, sometimes it replaces the entire head. Sometimes it preserves the original pose and expression perfectly. For cases involving hats, the model usually replaces only the face and keeps the hat. If you want the hat replaced too, simply add, remove the hat first, then replace the head with the head from picture 2. It actually works exactly as intended. Another intelligent behavior: when multiple faces appear in one image, Klein 9B understands which face to replace. For example, in a two-person photo I generated using two reference images, Elon Musk's facial consistency was slightly off. I put Musk's face back into the mood board and told the model to replace the face on the right. Consistency improved immediately. Then I tested replacing the left face, and it correctly replaced Jack Ma's head instead. This is extremely powerful. For group photos, you can also guide replacements using paintbrush solid color masking if needed. I've prepared multiple ready-to-use face head replacement scripts and shared them in a cloud drive for you guys. Some are based on the 4B model, slightly lower quality than 9B, but significantly faster. For simpler cases, 4B is more than sufficient. Second part, we will talk about how to use Klein 4B to achieve generative outpainting. AI outpainting is a rigid necessity. Photoshop once became extremely popular because of this feature. In fact, there are many AI outpainting solutions inside Draw Things, and until now I have still been using colors in painting because it is efficient and the results are quite good. However, after the appearance of the Klein 4B outpainting solution, I decided to completely replace colors in painting. It will become my new first choice for outpainting. Next, I will introduce the implementation process. First, you need to download the Klein 4B model. The 6-bit version is sufficient. Then you need to download this Outpaint LoRa. The parameters and model files will be placed together in the shared drive. This method of using pure green painting to achieve outpainting previously existed in Context and also in Quinn ImageEdit, but local running time was relatively long. Klein 4B greatly shortens this process. After downloading the LoRa, import it into Draw Things. Note to set the trigger phrase as "fill the green spaces according to the image." Follow the instructions on the LoRa introduction page to set the LoRa weight to 110%. With these settings in place, if you need to outpaint, directly select the outpainting area Use the built-in paintbrush tool and draw things, pick pure green as the color, remember this color code, and use the rectangle tool to fill all transparent areas with solid green to cover them. Now, pay attention, here comes the key point. At this time, do not click to directly run Outpainting. You need to add one more step. Copy the image once more, then paste it back into the canvas again and remove the metadata, then click Run. This way, it will not perform in-painting, but will truly execute the outpainting process according to the original design intention of this LoRa. Actually, to make this process more convenient, I specially made a small web tool. You can directly visit it and use it. The baseboard is pure green by default. Common baseboard aspect ratios can be freely selected. Then you just paste the image you need to outpaint into it, freely drag the position or scale the size. After confirming the composition, click Confirm Composition, and the entire outpainting area will be prepared. Click Copy Image, then return to Draw Things, choose the same canvas size, paste it in, and run the outpainting parameters to complete it very well. If you become proficient, using my web tool for outpainting will be very fast and convenient. You are welcome to try it. The above is what I especially wanted to introduce today, 2 high-frequency usage scenarios of Flux Klein. I believe that compared to previous solutions, this is a significant improvement, representing productivity and efficiency, so I specifically brought it out to share with you guys. That's all for today's introduction. Welcome to continue following ToolBuddy's future updates. See you next time.